painting to photography, from beadwork to woodworking, KQAL FM on the campus of Winona State University presents Art Beat. Art Beat highlights the work and accomplishments of local artists from in and around Winona. Support for Art Beat is made possible by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.
Today on Art Beat, we speak with even more local artists that attended and displayed their art during the Handmade Neighborhood event hosted by the Winona County Historical Center. Handmade Neighborhood is an event in November put on to show off the hard work and talent of artists in the Winona County area. Local artists have the opportunity to display and sell authentic pieces of art in this weekend event. So if you are interested in getting your hands on one-of-a-kind pieces of art and delicacies, look no further than the Handmade Neighborhood Artisan Market in November. I'm Kenneth Gorostita, bringing you part 4 of the Handmade Neighborhood today on Art Beat.
I'm Abby Hockey. You are listening to KQAL 89.5. I am here at Handmade Neighborhood in the wonderful Winona County History Center. First of all, would you tell me your name and your position here?
My name is Carrie Johnson. I'm the executive director here.
So first of all, take me through a bit about the history of the Handmade Neighborhood.
Well, if you had a chance to talk with Jennifer, she has the history down. But my understanding is it was organized by a different group previously, and they decided to start coming to the History Center about 10 years ago. And so since that time, what we do is a small little committee convenes after some applications come in from local artists and craftspeople, and that small committee gets together, reviews those applications, and picks and chooses among, I don't know how many artists have applied, but a good number of artists, and then they put together this wonderful craft fair.
What would you say is like? So, I guess take me through your position a little bit more.
As the executive director?
Yeah.
Yeah, so for the Winona County Historical Society, the executive director role is very fortunate in the sense that I have a great staff that I work with. And so what I get to do is sort of oversee the work that they're doing in education and collections. And then I work on kind of the big picture, the visionary part of the organization. And we have an important mission in the community to collect and share local history. But the interesting part about this particular historical society, which I think is unique among local historical societies, is to be able to host events like this, because your average local historical society might have a museum or a couple historic properties, but what we have is essentially a community center that is attached to this museum, and so that makes it really unique. We host events here that aren't related to our mission, but they serve our community. So like this Handmade Neighborhood, we wouldn't be able to do this event if it weren't for this really large and beautiful community center that was added onto our historic museum. So we do things like this. We host art gallery offerings in our lobby area. We have people rent this space, have birthday parties, local businesses host their meetings here. And so there's all kinds of offerings that we bring to the community that your average local historical society doesn't get to do. And so that makes my position as the director here, unique as well, because there's a lot more coordinating and partnerships that go on when you have this kind of facility.
What is your favorite part about this event in particular?
I think it's just the sheer number of people that walk through our facility and engage, and it gives you that kind of early holiday vibe where people are saying hi and maybe haven't seen each other for a while, and in the spirit of giving that comes through, of course, when you're walking around and shopping for gifts. And so it's got a good holiday vibe, and it brings a lot of people out.
Yeah. Have you done any holiday shopping yourself while you've been here?
I did. I purchased one thing. Because I'm here every year, I try to limit myself, not like you with your many, many bags. I try to limit myself to one or two things. But I'm glad to see you got a lot of fun stuff.
Yes, I definitely have. And the good thing is that the majority of the stuff is for other people. So
Yeah, I've had that problem in the past where I started shopping for myself.
How many new vendors would you say that you have this year?
You know what? You would definitely have to ask Jennifer that question. Like I said, she's really the coordinator of getting these vendors here. And so I don't know, just like if I were doing a quick survey, I'd say maybe about 5 or 6 new vendors and then some repeats. And of course, we love the regulars and we love the new ones as well.
In the future, again, I can ask Jennifer this too, but are you guys hoping to potentially expand this event to be both days of like the art walk, or like make it have much more vendors, or yeah?
Yeah, well, space is definitely a factor. I think we max out our space in terms of number of vendors, but I do really like the idea of having a second day or doing it again during the season. But you're right, during the art walk would be a good time. So whether that be Saturday, Sunday, or not sure what we would do.
Well, thank you very much for talking with me.
Of course.
Yeah, I hope that I hope that it all ends up working well for all these amazing people.
Yeah, thank you.
First of all, tell me what your name is and what it is that you're selling here today.
Sure. So my name is Rachel Pauley, and my business is called Gorgeous Jewelry. And what I do is I sell jewelry and art that is all handcrafted out of homegrown gourds. So all the art that I create starts with planting a seed. I grow gourds right here in Winona in my backyard over on 8th Street. Once they're dry, it's a really great medium, especially for earrings, because they're so lightweight. But I've branched out into sculpture work, into ornaments, all sorts of things, musical instruments. And what I love about the gourd is it's not only sustainable, but it's so versatile. Again, the same material we're making musical instruments and earrings out of. I just love it.
How did you stumble upon this?
I actually started making birdhouses with gourds a few years ago and completely fell in love. I don't have a background actually in art or in gardening or in jewelry or anything like that, but I stumbled on the gourd itself as a medium and absolutely fell in love. So the fact that I can grow it myself and then produce art out of it is a huge reason I'm doing why I'm doing it.
Yeah, I know in many African countries they use gourds in order to create their instruments. I can't remember the names of them, but I'm learning about them right now in my global music history class. So they're so awesome. They're awesome. Yeah. What would you say is your favorite thing to create with the gourds?
Great question. I think the earrings are my favorite thing to make with the gourd, simply because the gourd is so conducive to the earrings. It's really lightweight. It has a natural curve to it, and there's natural texture to the gourd that almost looks like a marble or a granite when I've painted it. So it's a very lightweight material, but it doesn't look like it. So it's a lot of fun to work with.
Yeah. Okay, so what is your process of making something with the gourd? Because they're shiny and they're colorful, and it's not just a gourd anymore.
No, it's not. So my process is, again, I grow them from seed. So in the springtime, I'm planting those seeds. Summer, the gourd is growing. By the following springtime, I'm going to have a dried, usable gourd to work with. What I'm going to do is then basically break down that gourd with a coping saw. That's going to give me a basic shape. Then every single piece for my earrings is hand-painted, hand-sanded, and sealed. It's my own process, my own technique, and it involves a ton of hand sanding. Me and a piece of sandpaper every day is arm day to get the pieces that I'm getting.
Do you have a specific color that you like to use over other ones?
I love utilizing what I've seen in nature. So I'm huge into sunsets. That is, I joke that I'm a wannabe landscape artist. I'm using earth tones and a lot of jewel tones. But again, a lot of times what we'll see in some sort of sunset or sunrise, pinks and oranges and purples and all of those warm colors. And the gourd has kind of a natural brownish yellow color to it as a backdrop. So those colors really pop out on the gourd. So.
And you probably already mentioned this, but are you based out of Winona?
I am out of Winona. Yep, all the gourds are grown over in my backyard on 8th Street, right in town.
I live on 7th Street, so yes. Yeah. Do you have a favorite gourd piece here today?
I do have a favorite gourd piece. My favorite gourd piece is over here, and it's a gourd creature that's a little bit of a vase and sculpture. And what I love most about it is that I've kept the gourd intact, and it almost looks bird-like to me. Each gourd has its own personality, almost looks like an animal or a creature before I've done anything to it. And so it was fun working with that piece and again, making what I saw in the gourd without anything done to it. So.
But you still hollowed it out too.
I have hollowed it out, yep.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. How would you say that over the years your process has changed in terms of you creating the gourds and stuff like that?
I would say my process has really become more refined and streamlined because it was a technique that I came up with myself. A lot of it has been a learning curve of just how to do things more efficiently, how to do things better, and just have a better final product, a cleaner final product. So,
what has been your favorite part about being here at the Art Walk and Handmade neighborhood?
I love the Handmade neighborhood and the Art Walk. Winona is where I started my business, and the support that I've had from the community is why this business has been so successful and why I've really had the confidence to grow it the way it has. It's become quite a to-do, honestly, and that really is because of the support of this community that I got right off the bat. So,
yeah. So, okay, real quickly, so how did you make the drum?
So the drum, part of the reason I love working with the gourd is that the gourd's been utilized throughout human history for thousands and thousands of years. The drums that we're making are a very traditional way of making a gourd. So this is a bottleneck gourd that we have sawed the top off of and the bottom off of, so that we have this really open vessel. Then we've stretched a goat skin over the larger opening and really tied it down with rawhide pieces. And again, that's a traditional way that people have been making some sort of animal skin over some sort of base like a gourd. Thousands of years we've been making musical instruments. Yeah.
Native Americans and Africans and, again, people all over the world.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, they're so cool. Sweet. What do you think is the most important part about, the Winona Art Walk and Handmade neighborhood in being in a history center itself?
Well, I love that we're in the History Center because it gives the opportunity for a lot of different artists to come together. So there's a nice focal place, focal gathering, which is nice. But I like having it. I like the History Center especially because it's so central. It's a place that everybody knows, but it's a place that everybody feels comfortable going to, right? So it's a nice event. We love it.
Well, thank you very much for talking with me. It was very nice to meet you.
It was my pleasure.
First of all, tell me your name and what it is that you are selling here today.
Yeah, my name is Coral, and I'm here helping my mother, Leanne, sell her knitting.
Nice. First of all, do you mind telling me the origins of the name?
Yeah, so her business name is A Midwife Who Knits. Pretty self-explanatory. She was a midwife for over 40 years. There she is. Hi, Mommy. Hello. And also has been knitting since she was 6, 8.
How did the business start? How did she decide that to turn knitting into something to sell, I guess?
I really like to knit, and I can only knit so many things for friends and family. And maybe other people would like the things that I knit. I've always knit for the babies that I receive as a midwife, so that's always been going on. And then it kind of went from there, I guess. Yeah.
Your things are very well crafted, and you can tell that you've taken a lot of time and to, honor the craft, I guess. Yeah.
There's a very, very long tradition of the intersection of midwifery and knitting, and midwives knitting when somebody's in labor. And for me, it always was, if I'm sitting there knitting and the woman is doing the work of having a baby and she sees me just sitting there knitting, she knows everything's fine. I'm doing what I'm doing. She's doing what she's doing. If she needs me, I'm there. But it exudes a sense of calm and a sense of purpose, like she's doing her work and I'm doing my work. And most people found it very, it's very calming. It's like, well, if Leanne's sitting there knitting, then everything must be fine. So very very wordlessly, really putting out there that this is a normal process. Like, you're having a baby, that's fine. You got hard work to do. I'm doing knitting. It's not that hard because it's not my turn right now to have a baby. But I'm just doing my work, and she's doing her work, and it seems to help people.
Yeah. So, what's, I guess, because you have like little baby shoes as well as like dog fur baby sweaters, which are babies too, just different form. Yes, they do. What other things do you knit or sew?
Well, this year I added things for big people. Yes. So scarves for adults. And the things that I've already sold, there is a lot of like neck cowls. What else? One shawl. Scarves.
Little hair bows this year's new. Baby hats.
Hair bows are new this year. Baby hats I've always done.
Baby pants, baby sweaters.
That kind of cowl, where for adults. So those were new this year. So.
What would you say is the most complicated thing for you to knit?
Or the hardest thing to knit?
Yeah.
The hardest thing? I know my limits, so I don't try and do things that are super complicated.
Maybe the lace work that you did for that shawl for me?
Yes, actually I knit a shawl for a girl that made me want to throw it across the room many, many times.
But it's gorgeous. Yes, I was in a time of my life where I mostly wanted to wear white, so I requested. I did not know what I was asking when I asked for it or how hard it would be, but it's this beautiful, very slippery, hard to work with, like silk yarn. It's like this long kind of open drapey, airy shawl, and it looks like lace work. Like, it looks like really detailed, really complicated. And I'm sure it was a pain to make, but I get so many compliments on it when I wear it, and it's just a really special, special piece for me to have something that my mom made.
Yeah. Because, you are her baby, so in a way she's creating you. Baby clothes too.
And she also made me, so that's nice.
Yeah. What is your guys' favorite? Well, first of all, have you guys done this Handmade Neighborhood before?
Yeah, just last year. So this is just our second year. Yeah.
What is your favorite part about doing the Handmade Neighborhood?
Just talking to people about what I've created and showing people what's possible with knitting. There's a good number of people that come by that are knitters and appreciate that I do good work. But there's a lot of people that don't knit, and so it's just showing what's possible and within that craft, which is immense. Like, I could knit every day until I die and not even touch only touch a tiny bit of what's possible with knitting. It's huge. I'll never get to the end of it, which is also a fun part. Yeah. Like, there's always something new and different to knit. But
are you still a midwife today?
I am just barely retired. Like that, just retired. So, yeah.
I guess, what was your favorite part about being a midwife and being able to create clothes for the people that you helped, come into the world, I guess?
Nah, those are two separate questions. I often would knit, for fairly simple hats, newborn size, that I would give to clients. And that was fun. Just like, here's something that our midwife gave the baby. Yeah. So that was fun. The whole question of what was the best part of midwifery would take a very, very long time to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you have a favorite piece that you have created here today?
It's sold, but I did.
To a very lovely friend, so we're very happy.
It was super special. We did get a picture of it, right? Did we get a picture of it?
No.
Oh,
we'll ask Donna for a picture.
Because at the time you were taking pictures, it was hanging on there. Yeah. It was a little shawl that was a perfect shape just to sit on your shoulders, and it was made out of bamboo and silk. So it just feels like butter. It's gorgeous. So yeah, that was my favorite piece this year. Probably. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite?
Oh yes.
Coral's favorite. Yeah.
I don't have a baby, but someday I'll have a baby.
Yes.
And I spotted these little chartreuse, bright yellow, lime green, yellow baby booties right when we set up and wanted them, but had self-control because I thought, no, I should wait and see if someone else buys them. But then I couldn't resist and I took them for me.
There you
so
go.
They're going to go in my little stash of future baby things.
Yes. We'll always have them. Maybe one day you can turn them into ornaments or something.
Yes,
like that.
yes.
After lunch, I said, you should just take those because you want them. Yeah.
Because they're beautiful and my mom made them. And generally, if someone I love makes something, I love it on that level. I appreciate their creativity and their skill. But then, in addition, they're also just incredibly well-made objects. Really a high level of skill of craft, and I appreciate that. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys both so much for talking with me today. And, I'm going to continue to look around at your stuff. And I don't have a baby either, but my mother is my mom, and I'm her baby. So who knows? There you go.
Thanks again to Carrie, Rachel, and Cora for joining us today on Artbeat. For more information on these artists, check them out on social media and in their stores. For more conversations on art, tune into Artbeat Tuesdays at 12:30 p.m. right here on 89.5 KQAL. Find podcasts of Artbeat and other KQAL shows at KQAL.org or the KQAL app. Artbeat is made possible by a grant from the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund.
Artbeat is written and produced by KQAL-FM on the campus of Winona State University. Visit us on the web at KQAL.org.